Peace, blessings, much respect, much love. It's your boy, the Ghetto Guru, aka Sean Gold, coming back with the second spiritual message of the day. Hope all is well with y'all. Hope y'all doing good. Well, actually, hope y'all doing great. If not, hope the rest of your day get better, and I hope you feel better as well. But I'm gonna get into this. So this one, I'm going to do it story time style. So I haven't done one of these in a while, but for those that have been following, when I do my story times, I always hashtag it or I always say a true ghetto story because that's the play off my name, the Ghetto Guru. So I do a true ghetto story, but it's always a message behind the story. So I'm gonna tell you this story. So we're gonna get into this. So it's a true ghetto story. The importance of advocating for yourself. So this story time, I'm gonna go. This happened, I think, around 2016 maybe, 2016, 2017. So, so for those that don't know, my father got COPD, right? So every week he would have to have oxygen tanks delivered to him for be able to breathe because he has to rely on the oxygen tanks since he has COPD, and that's emphysema for those that don't know. So every week the tanks would get delivered, and I would have these tanks is heavy. It's not no light tanks. These tanks is heavy, y'all. So I would have to always push the tank from the front door all the way to the back room to his room. So one day and they have handles and stuff like that, so you could be able to push it and turn it, so you don't hurt yourself. So one day I'm pushing it. So I think I did it out of form that day when I was pushing it. I don't think I was doing the right form that I usually do. So I think that's where I got injured at. So remember that. So a week after that, I just started feeling like, this little, like kind of little pain, like kind of on the right upper, like near the right upper thigh area, like near the pelvic area. I kept feeling like some little pain. So I'm thinking, maybe I injured myself working out and stuff like that. I thought nothing of it. Maybe I strained something. Maybe I did something like that. So as time kept going, I kept feeling it. So I'm connected to my body and I'm very intuitive, especially when it comes to my body. So something just kept telling me, yo, you got a tear in your body. You need to go to the doctor and check this out. You need an MRI. Something just kept saying, yo, you got a tear in your body. I don't know why. So I said, all right, bet. So I said, you know what, let me be safe. I'm going to go ahead and try to get an MRI. Make sure everything's good. So I went to the City MD right there real quick just to see if they could, just see if I could get like an x-ray or just to tell the doctor what's going on, just see what they was going to say. So I went, told him the situation, what happened, the pain in my leg. So of course, they looked at me like I was young and, he wasn't really taking it serious. So he just gave me like some sample pain medicine, some BS, and told me to come back on Monday. It was a Friday I went. He told me to come back on Monday if I still got the pain. So I already knew, like, here we go, it's going to be some BS, because I'm like, I know this is not going to take away the pain, because it's not something with pain. It's not something with pain that you could just take away with a pill. I know I got a tear. My instincts is telling me I got a tear somewhere in my body. So, boom. So we skipped that. That didn't work. I didn't take none of that stuff, and that didn't work. So it was wasted time. So I had to come back again. So I believe that when I came back again, I told him the situation. So I was trying to get the MRI again, like asking can I get an MRI. So he's acting reluctant to give me a referral, because you got to get a referral first to get the MRI. You have to get a referral from the doctor first. So he kept doing the runaround when I told him I still had the pain and stuff like that. So I think he had wrote me a referral, but he wrote it for the wrong area that I told him, because I told him the pain was up by my pelvic area, but sometimes I can feel the pain happening in my knee or at the bottom of my the sole of my feet. But the pain was coming from there. So later on, it made sense of why I felt it in those areas too, but I'll explain as I get into the story more. So he wrote the referral, but he wrote it for the wrong area of my leg. He wrote it for my knee. So I went to get the MRI or whatever, and when I got the results back and stuff like that, well, before I got the results back, I told the lady after the MRI was done, I told her like, yo, no, it wasn't for the right spot that he wrote, it was for my pelvic area. She was like, well, just get him to write another referral for the right area, and we got no problem for doing the MRI for you in the right area. So I said, all right, cool. So I think I got the results back after that, whatever. And no, after that, actually, That's what happened. Now I remember. Thank God. So after that, I went from the MRI place and I walked because it's not too far from where I live. So I walked from where I got the MRI from. I walked past, and I had to walk past that City MD on my way home. So I went and stopped there, and I told her what the lady said. And said, hey, she said, write another referral for the MRI so I could get it in the real spot this time because I told you it's not in the spot that you wrote in the referral. It's near the pelvic area. So the results and everything came back. It's not gonna be anything there shown. So it basically was a waste of time. So the guy's like, all right, no problem, I'll look into it. So I'm like, all right. So I left. So more time got wasted and I was in pain still. So I said, yo, F this, I need somebody to help me. So I went to the emergency room. I said, let me see if they can give me an MRI, something, x-ray, something. So I went there, told him the situation, told the doctor, so more games. One of the doctors was talking about like, oh, you too young to have trauma in your body. Like, start talking some BS. And I'm looking at this lady like, man, she trying to tell me I'm too young to have an injury in my body. I'm gonna feel pain. That is stupid. Like, I don't like calling people stupid, but that was stupid. Like, for a person that, like, who gave you a doctor's license that you saying something like that? I never heard that in my life. So they kept running games, running around, acting like they didn't want to give me a referral to get an MRI. Kept playing games. I had to beg her or whatever, just at least take an x-ray or something like that. So finally one of the doctors was like, yo, just give it to him or whatever. So I got the x-ray and stuff. Nothing came back because, like I said, something told me I have a tear. You can't see tears on an x-ray. You only see broken bones and stuff. I need to get an MRI. So the x-ray is a waste of time. And they misdiagnosed me. She tried to tell me that, oh, it sounds like I got sciatica. She didn't know for sure. They put down the papers and all that stuff and then discharged me with sciatica. I'm like, I don't have sciatica. There's no way I got sciatica. Even if I had a little pain in my hip area, I don't have sciatica. I know that for sure. So, boom, they misdiagnosed me and all that other stuff. So I left a little discouraged. After I was leaving out the emergency room, I got discharged. But I looked up, it was like nighttime. I looked up at the sky and seen the moon, and something was like, as I looked up and seen the moon, something was like, don't worry, just keep fighting, we got you. So more time got wasted. So I kept being on the doctor after that, kept telling him like, yo, I'm trying to get this referral from the MRI. He kept playing around like he didn't want to get the referral. I'm getting frustrated. So after a while, I was getting discouraged and about to give up. So more time kept getting wasted. Then I guess as he was, as I kept being on him more, I guess he must have seen that he must have been doing something wrong because he tried to refer me, and throw me to this the specialist or whatever for orthopedics. So he was saying that you wouldn't get an appointment till like next month. So mind you, I would have to wait a whole another month, which was ridiculous because I already was going back and forth for him just for referral for damn near 2 weeks. So I was laying in bed that whole week after that, just discouraged, like, damn, I'm gonna have to wait a whole month just to see a specialist and stuff. Like, what am I doing? I was in pain. Like, that, like, the tear was hurting, yo. Even though I ain't know for sure yet on paper, but I knew intuitively I had a tear, and I could just feel something was wrong with my body. I could just tell. So I'm, like I said, I'm laying there that week after that stuff, after he told me that I'm waiting, and I'm like, after the second or third day, I'm like, I just heard God and the Spirit's like, if you don't get your behind up and go force that doctor to get that referral, ain't no way you about to wait here in pain. You better go ahead and get that referral. They was like, I don't care what you got to do. If you got to put on a whole acting job, take a cane with you and walk, they don't care. They was like, yo, get that referral. So I said, you know what, you're right. So I grabbed the cane that they gave me out there, because before I left the emergency room, because like I said, when I was walking there, it used to hurt sometimes where I couldn't walk no more. I used to have to sit down. It was really that bad of a tear. It was really painful. So I just was like, yo, let me get a cane or something since y'all want to give me crutches after I left the ER. I told him, give me a cane, they give me a cane. So I took that cane and I took it. I said, forget that. I'm going to get this referral today. I'm going to put on a whole act, even if I got to put on, even though I was really in pain. But I said, if I got to bring the cane out with me and all that, I'm going to do whatever I got to do. So I took the cane. I walked right down the block to City MD. I seen the doctor, and I said, yo, and I told him, like, yo, listen, I'm in pain. I've been told you about the situation. You wrote the wrong referrals down. They told me to come to you to get the other referral so I could get this checked out and do it the right way. Like, you keep stopping me. So he acted like he was getting frustrated and act like he was mad at me and saying why they keep saying to give you referrals. I'm looking at him like, yo, what is it to you to write a referral? Just give me the damn referral. Like, I'm a young kid, clearly in pain. You want to leave me in pain like this? Or what's wrong with you? So I was making him look crazy in front of everybody. And I said, and plus, when you first told me to come back on Monday that time, that's why I forgot to mention in the beginning too. When I first went, he told He told me to come. My bad, I had a phone call. He told me to come back on Monday, and there was a holiday on that Monday. So that's what happened when I came back on Monday. Actually, I forgot to mention that. When I came back on Monday, he wasn't there because it was a holiday. So I was blacking on him about that. I was like, and the first time you told me to come back on Monday, it was a holiday. You told me to come back, you don't even work on Mondays. Why would you tell me that? So he knew he was looking stupid. He tried to apologize for that. I was making him look stupid in front of patients, so he told me to come in the back and talk to him. So I'm blacking on him in the back room, like, yo, just give me the referrals. I need to get this checked out. What's wrong with you? So after a while, he just was like, oh, all right, whatever, I'll write the referral. So he finally wrote the referral for the right place. I said, thank you, I appreciate it, thank you. I left. I had to set up the appointment for the MRI and everything, and bring the referral next time. I got the referral, got the appointment set up, did the MRI, and guess what? When it came back, I had a tear. I had a tear around my labrum. So I don't know if y'all know what the labrum is. It's like the socket right there, like the socket that connects the leg into the pelvic area, and also you have that as well. The socket that gets connected, that keeps the shoulder connected right here to the shoulder blade as well. So that's the cartilage that helps that keep that connection. So what happened is that I tore the cartilage, and around that time I wasn't working out as much. So I think that had something to do when I was pushing the tank and I did it out of form. So I put two and together, like, okay, that's what happened and why I got injured, because I was pushing that tank thing out of form. And that's where the tear happened, because when you push that thing, you have to use a lot of hip rotation and a lot of your legs because it's heavy. So it made sense where it came from. So I tore that. So luckily it didn't tear too bad where I needed surgery, but it tore where I just needed to do physical therapy. So, and when the results came back, the doctor that was giving me a hard time getting the referral, he emailed me at night like, oh, yo, the results came back, you do got a tear. I didn't even respond back to him because I was like, all that time wasted, and I've been telling you that, and I don't know what you was thinking or whatever you was taking serious, but we could have been got this solved if you just listened. So the reason why I'm telling this story is because it's important to advocate for yourself. If you don't advocate for yourself and you don't speak up for yourself, nobody's going to do it. And people are going to get away with things that's very unjust and things that's not morally correct and not the right principalities, if I could say it. I think that's the right word. But it's not morally correct. So this is what I'm saying while I'm telling the stories, because it's very important for you to advocate for yourself. It's very important to speak up for yourself, and it's very important to trust yourself. If your body is telling you something, or your mind is telling you something, or your intuition is telling you something, and you definitely better listen if God, the universe, and your ancestors is telling you something, because they're really trying to prevent something happening down the line later on that could be very detrimental to you. So me telling the story is reminding everybody, and this connects to the first video I did earlier too, before this, about justice and speaking up for justice against injustices, and not just for yourself but for other people as well. So it's very important to advocate for yourself. It's very important to speak up for yourself, and it's very important to fight for yourself, because nobody's going to fight for you or speak up for you as much as you will. You can rely on others. It's great when others do that. It's great when others come to our aid. It's great when others are by our side. It's great when others support us and they speak up for us too. But you got to be the first one to speak up for yourself, because if you don't advocate for yourself, nobody's going to do it. If you don't fight for yourself, nobody's going to do it. And if you don't create the boundaries between you and others, and so they can know you're not the one to mess with, because a lot of times you're going to be on your own fighting these things. So you have to show people that you're not afraid to advocate for yourself. If you do show that you are afraid of that, people are going to take advantage of you. So you have to do those things and advocate for yourself, so you can show people that it's not okay to take advantage of you, and they can't take advantage of you. So just remember that and keep that in mind. Always advocate for yourself no matter what, whether you're speaking against a doctor, a foundation, an organization, whatever position of power. Just make sure that you speak up, advocate, and fight for yourself. So peace, blessings, much respect, much love. I love y'all. Always keep doing your thing. And like I always say, whether we run, whether we jog, whether we sprint or crawl, because life is that hard sometimes. You can't run, you can't jog, you can't sprint. Only thing you can do is crawl to your destination. But like I always say, somehow, some way, we got to make it to our destination someday. So peace, blessings, much respect, much love. I love y'all always. I appreciate y'all. Keep doing your thing. Until the next topic. Peace.